We're school. Can't start without her, can we?
It's all right, you don't have your other commissioner either.
Huh?
You don't have your other, are you gonna run the meeting by yourself, Mike?
Yeah. What's that?
You're not gonna do it all by yourself? You waiting on Kathy, you waiting on Alan? Oh, Alan's here.
Good, Warden, you?
Good.
Mr. Arnold, how are you?
Oh, God. Next one, I'll get her. I've been trying to get her a Jordan Corn Grill, that's why I already have my hand.
Oh,
Ever since she's been in,
Did she do it yet?
never joined.
Forgot about this one. Salary.
We still get along.
Good thing the warden's here.
That's good.
Forgot about that. See what happened?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I'll second that. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wait, there isn't a motion on there to do that.
You just made one.
That's not on the agenda.
Okay.
Christine Harder. 20
Christine
years.
here. Christine, we'd like to acknowledge Christine Harder. She's been with us for 5 years, 20 years. Wow. Congratulations.
5 or 20?
Thank you very much. Well, 5-year income.
Went so fast, you didn't know if it was 5 or 20, right?
Thank you.
Motion to recess, commissioners open a salary board.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
902.
02. Go ahead, treasurer. Number 3, 230.
Motion to approve the minutes of August 27, 2014.
Second.
Motion by Treasurer Bannick, second by Commissioner Jean Greco, to approve item 3. All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 4, create the part-time kitchen steward position at the correctional facility for the recommendation of the jail board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Go ahead, treasurer.
Motion to create a non-union sergeant training officer position at the Susquehanna County Correctional Facility, $13 to $18 per hour depending on qualifications and experience, minimum of 40 hours per week with a 6-month probation period, and benefits according to government mandated requirements or per the recommendation of the jail board.
And how about we add to that for the county personnel? And was that a union or non-union position?
Non-union.
So it'll go according to the county personnel policy as well as government mandated requirements.
Right.
That's what we
I'll
meant to
amend my
say, right?
motion
Yeah.
to include that.
Second.
Okay, motion by Treasurer Bannick, second by Commissioner Jean Greco, to approve item 5 with the additional language per the county personnel policy. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item number 6 is listed on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Treasurer Bannick, to approve item 6 on the agenda to increase the part-time corrections officers by 5 per the recommendation of the jail board. Questions or comments? Yes.
Any particular reason why they're increasing them by 5?
Well, we just don't have enough staff to fill for when people are off the part-time positions. So we need more of a part-time pool.
And how is the jail population now? Do you have a population number for the men and women or total?
Not off the top of my head, I don't. It usually runs about 80, 85 total.
And how is that as far as how many can be filled in there? Is that 75% filled or what?
Yeah, it's probably about 75, 80% filled. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to eliminate the position of second deputy warden for the recommendation of the jail board.
Second.
Motion by the Treasurer Bannick, second by Commissioner Jean Greco to approve item 7, the elimination of the second deputy warden for the recommendation of the jail board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any public comment on the salary board? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Could you please explain what benefits according to government mandated requirements are?
Well, you have the Obamacare where we're required to offer the health insurance after so many days. Has to be, we have to offer them the health insurance. That's the biggest one.
And what other ones do you see?
That's it.
Well, that's it on the government ones.
Would
Then our
you be
policy.
able to, are you going to post what the cost would be for those mandates? Per person?
Well, it depends on what the person takes, whether they take the family or the single, but it's about, the cost to the county is usually around $10,000 to $12,000.
Per year or
For
what?
the health, yes. Any other questions? Yes.
And how is that health insurance that's mandated now under Obamacare, how is it any different than was before? Did you have health insurance for the
Yes, but we had,
employees?
it was 6 months before they could get it before,
And now, what is it?
60 days.
60 days? And how about the cost in comparison? Do you have an idea?
Well, everything's gone up with the increase with the Obamacare, and especially the future cost. In 4 years or 5 years, it's an additional $500,000 for the county employees.
Now, the employees also have to contribute to the health fair too? I mean,
The
to the
employees
health insurance?
contribute to the health insurance,
They do also, right?
yes,
So it's both ways.
yes. Any other public comment?
Motion to close salary board and return to commissioners.
I'll second that. All in favor? We are back to Commissioners meeting at 9:07.
Motion to approve item number 7 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 7, which is the electronic transfers and cash disbursements. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 8 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 8, to approve the seminar requests for payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 9 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 9 on the agenda, to hire Jeffrey Liniacs of Montrose to the full-time dispatcher trainee position. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 10 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to hire Timothy Ranson of Nicholson to the full-time dispatcher trainee position. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 11 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, approve the resignation of Michelle Hines as the full-time second deputy clerk of courts per the recommendation of Susan Elston of the Pathonetary Clerk of Courts. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 12 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 12, the resignation of Denise Sellers as the full-time conference officer, court liaison, per the recommendation of Ray Bell Taylor, Director of Domestic Relations. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 13 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 13 on the agenda, the resignation of Dane Sorensen, full-time 911 telecommunicator per Ardenado 911. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 14 is listed on the agenda.
Second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to acknowledge the hiring of Mary Nolde of Hotbottom to the open non-union position of Assistant Chief Assessor, salary $36,000, by the recommendation of Tom Button, the Chief Assessor. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 15 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall to reappoint George Connor to the Susquehanna County Economic Advisory Board for the term ending December 31st, 2016. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Are you happy with 16? You go there, you
Yeah.
think it's worth it?
Yeah, for the money we get back out of it, yes. We get 10 times that back from it.
Well, sometimes.
Well, we did this last year, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Motion to approve item number 16 is listed on the agenda.
Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall to approve item 16 on the agenda, through the 2015 contract with Northern Tier Regional Planning and Development, at a cost of $14,700. Questions or comments? Yes.
Can you give some examples of the money we got back and how this helps us with Hannah County?
They're an organization that helps in a lot of different ways. They handle all the TIP program for the roads and bridges, which drives the income into the county to repair the bridges and get those bridges on the TIP program. So they administer that whole program. They also take and have a funding source that helps businesses that are trying to expand or to start in the county, as far as helping them with low-cost loans, so they can take and get their operations going. And they did probably, I think there was 3 or 4 in Susquehanna County that they helped get started last year.
So when you say that we get the money back 10 times to Commissioner Jean Greco, are you referring to the tax revenue we get from companies that come up here?
I'm sorry.
Where is that? You mentioned to Commissioner Jean Greco that we get back 10 times that amount.
Right.
Can you explain how that, can you explain that statement?
Well, you get it in 2 ways. You get it into the county as far as assisting these businesses, which helps create jobs and create revenue in our county, which also helps with the tax base. It also helps by that organization administering all this. We don't have to create departments to administer these programs ourselves, which reduces our overhead costs in the county. We couldn't take and create a department for $14,000 a year to take and administer the programs that they do.
And that can be quantified and qualified?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
This particular commission is all run by volunteers?
Northern Tier is a paid organization. They do have board members that are volunteers. This individual is a volunteer that sits on the board. It's not a paid position.
So they're all volunteers, and are they involved in any kind of zoning?
No, zoning isn't done with Northern Tier. Zoning is done by the local authorities, which is your boroughs and townships.
Weren't they involved at one point to develop more zoning, or was that another group?
No, the planning commission at one time was trying to assist several townships in the northern part of the county that were looking at doing zoning, but they all backed out of it.
So they're not involved anymore in
No.
that issue?
No. Yes.
One more question. In any way, shape, or form, does the Northern Tier Regional Planning and Development Commission push any political agenda?
No.
Thank you.
No, it's nothing political. All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 17 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to accept the loan offer from People's Security Bank for $96,383 for a 30-day period at 1.5% interest and $100 in bank fees for the new phone system. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Yeah, boy, this phone says this. Motion to approve item number 18 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion to approve item 18 by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve the software license agreement between EST and Susquehanna County at a cost of $191,191. Questions or comments? Yes.
And that's going to be paid out of Act 13 funding?
Yes.
$191,000 for software.
Mhm.
And it's under what category?
It's under technology.
Just technology?
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 19 is listed on the agenda.
Second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall, to Approve item 19 on the agenda, which is the Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Program funds. Questions or comments? Yes.
Can we get a copy of those resolutions?
Yes.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 20.
20, motion to approve item number 20 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall to approve item 20 on the agenda, which is the resolution for fair housing. Questions or comments? Yes.
Can you explain more what this resolution involves?
Bobby, you want to do that?
Sure, it's a requirement of the Community Development Block Grant application that each year the county advertises that they're promoting fair housing, and they offer the address for any complaints to be filed to. We're just required to publish that annually and have the resolution passed annually.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 22.
Motion to approve item number 22 is listed on the agenda.
I don't think we did 21.
That's what I was thinking.
Thought we did 20.
Yeah, motion to approve item number, that's why I was pausing, I was
Sorry,
reading
I
it to
was
see.
way ahead of myself.
I know you mark them off, so.
Mm.
Motion to approve item number 21 is listed on the agenda.
I will second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall to adopt item 21, resolution for the Minority Business Enterprise Plan and Statement of Goals. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve item number 22 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall to adopt a resolution regarding the Residential Anti-Displacement and Relocation Assistance Plan. Questions or comments? Yes.
Can you explain that one?
That's
Sounds like a refugee camp. What is that?
Again, that's a requirement of the Community Development Block Grant, that should the county demolish any housing that is occupied, they would have to provide relocation assistance or units for them to move into. We never demolished anything that was occupied, we've only demolished blighted activities, or blighted units, so really doesn't apply, but we're required to pass it anyway.
Were any blighted units demolished this past year in our county?
Yes, actually, we're in the process of doing 2 in the borough of Susquehanna now that were vacant and condemned.
Thank you.
I want to just revisit 2 of these resolutions. On resolution number 20, on fair housing, to the best of the commissioner's memory, has there ever been a resolution, or has there ever been a situation where the commissioners or the county promoted unfair housing?
not to my knowledge.
Thank you. And with number...
And no, and I've never had a complaint that I know of either, so.
The other one, resolution 21, to the best of the commissioner's knowledge, has the county ever supported enterprise plans that discriminate against women and minorities?
Not to my knowledge.
Thank you.
Not to your knowledge.
Well, Bruce already knew that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 23.
Motion to approve item number 23 is listed on the agenda.
Second that. Motion by Commissioner Jean Greco, second by Commissioner Hall. To adopt item 23, the proclamation 2014-06 proclaiming November 15th as America's Recycles Day in Susquehanna County. Questions or comments? Yes.
Is this something brand new? We've never had this?
No, it's been on every year. Every year there's, in November we do this.
You do the recycling day?
Yeah.
And how's the recycling plant doing?
It's holding its own for right now. We're looking at some other things, trying to increase revenues there. The director that's working down there is working on it right now.
So you're not, are you still trying to sell it?
That's pretty much at a dead end at this point. Nobody wants to buy it. All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment? Yes.
Alan, I wish you'd explain to the audience what you told me about the ditch rule.
Resolutions that commissioners just reviewed the final draft on. One is for the illegal immigration that's occurring in the United States, and the other one is for the EPA on the navigable waters. Both of those are back to our solicitor this morning to get the final approval so that they can be approved at the next meeting.
Thank you.
Can you give an explanation, or if you're able to, what is the objection to this navigable water EPA ruling?
It's the, under the EPA's, and of course, there's a lot of disagreement on it, but under the EPA's new policies that they've come out with and legislation, that they're going to have the ability to control the water that's on the property, which would mean that any water that's like laying in a culvert or in a field, they'll have the right to come in and control what happens with that water.
What gives them the constitutional authority to do that?
No, none.
There is none.
There's
What are they trying to accomplish by doing that? What are they trying,
control.
Control all the water.
but are they trying, they must be trying to help in some way, or what are they trying to do with this stagnant water?
Well, and the issue that always, that comes around this is the water, quality of water that ends up down in the Chesapeake and what's going on down there.
Chesapeake Bay.
Right. And so a lot of that is driven out of that group and driven by other groups as far as to being able to control what's on a private landowner's property.
Because of pollution, possible pollution from farms? Is that is that what they're thinking? Pollution
Well,
from?
that's one of the things that they're citing is that, you know, that there is runoff from properties. But again, that's their version of it.
In other words, if you had a water puddle in your yard, they still have control of it.
The whole idea behind the EPA's ruling on this is to control. When you control water, you control everything. And when you can tell people that they can't collect the rainwater from their roofs into barrels, that's control. When you tell them that the pond that collects at the bottom of your driveway from a rainstorm is a navigable water supply, that's control. That's all it's about, control. It has nothing to do with pollution. People have been farming since the beginning of the earth, and runoff has never been an issue. Now it's an issue, because now it's a basis of control.
It's also an issue because we've been using a lot of pesticides and herbicides and other chemicals that they didn't use maybe 100 years ago. So whatever's being run off in the water now is of concern, I would think.
A few years ago, this practically same thing came up, and the Supreme Court knocked it down. So it may end up there again this time.
Well, the other thing you want to look at too, we have over 100 lakes in this county too.
Yeah.
And when they have total control of all those, what do you think is going to happen with all those cottages on those lakes and everything else?
But it wouldn't only be in this area, it'd be the Mississippi River the end of it too.
Exactly.
Not if they find a minnow in somebody's pond, then they shut down the whole county.
100 lakes in Susquehanna County? 100 lakes in Susquehanna County?
Yeah.
100, you said? Over 100, right?
By the time you go around, you start counting them all.
Thanks, Alan.
Any other public comment? Yes.
What do you think's going to happen now with the new governor that we have, as far as Act 13 and severance tax? Can we have both of them, or what are you hearing at this point?
The only way to have both of them is to do away with the legislation that's currently there and create new legislation. You've got a Republican-controlled House, Republican-controlled Senate, and you've got a Democratic governor. So if...
What does that mean to you?
To me, that probably means that for probably, it's either going to be, they're going to find a way to work together to accomplish some things, or I don't see anything getting accomplished for 2 years.
So that means
That's my personal opinion.
So that means we'll still have Act 13 for 2 years, you think?
I don't guarantee anything.
And in order to have a severance tax, they have to approve that, go through legislation, unless it's like a governor's mandate of some kind. What would you call it? Executive order?
I don't know if we can do that.
If you can do that. So at this point, you're still going to get possibly Act 13 funds,
Right.
from what you can see. And also wanted to ask about, we have 39 compressor stations in our county now and counting, and there are more and more complaints about noise, constant noise, and air emissions, toxic air emissions. What can you do? Can you buy any kind of a noise meter, any kind of testing under technology, since you spent $191,000 for software for the county from Act 13 under technology? So we're asking if you can use technology money for a noise meter so you can also enforce your own noise ordinance. Can you do that?
At this point in time, no.
And can you give a reason?
No. Any other questions?
Motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hi, Susan Oliver, WPX Energy. Just wanted to stop by and give you an update on what's happening with the company. I don't know if you heard that our CEO and our board of directors and our management team did a complete review of everything that's happening within our company. And one of the decisions that they recently made was to divest of the Marcellus assets. Reason being is our company's going to focus on our activity in Colorado, New Mexico, and North Dakota, where we're drilling for oil and natural gas liquids. And it's a much more profitable opportunity for the company. So with the divestiture as an option out there for the company, nothing has been finalized, of course. And the company is going to take an offer that is the right offer, not just to take an offer. So that's what's in the works right now. We don't know a time frame or anything like that, but as we go through this process, our team will still stay here and maintain the safety and integrity of the systems that we have in place. We will not be drilling any new wells, so without spudding any new wells, then we will not be adding to the impact fee that the county and the townships receive. So that's something that I did inform several of our townships, so that they were aware of that based upon anticipated plans in the past. So all that has changed. So just want to make sure you knew that. Our team is still here. I'm still available should you ever have any questions. And once an announcement is made by our management team, if a sale is accepted or an offer is accepted, then that would become a public announcement for SEC rules. And that's when we'll know, and we'll be able to talk about it.
Thank you very much for the update.
I have some questions of Ms. Oliver.
Well, you can ask after if you want.
Can't I ask now? Why can't I ask now?
No.
Ms. Oliver, she just gave an announcement.
Yeah.
Motion to
And-
adjourn?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Alan, are you going to be She did. It was There's 100 feet. It's tall. They took the feet. Okay, make sure he knows that. Or in the law, there's graduated. Or you can take a check if you
Thanks for your help on that.
I heard the address is going to be sold.
Yeah, and it's not going to be, just any offer. It has to be the right offer. And if they don't get
How you doing, sir?
What I can see, and I don't see that there's enough gas there compared to the southern part of the county.
I
So-
think that's
Is that
a matter
true?
of opinion.
Just opinion?